Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Ben, and today, we're doing all these in the same day, pretty much. Anyway, this video, I'm going to show you how to remove and then reinstall a lens for your JT Proflex mask. Now, this is pretty much the hardest thing you're going to do when it comes to your Proflex. What you have is, and this right here is a faded HB pink frame. Logo there. All right, so what you have is you got 3 holes in the top with these 3 tabs that the lens go through. You also have 4 on the bottom. You've got 1 right here, 1 over here, and you got 2 in the nose. The nose is a pain in the ass. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull it off first. So what I do is, when I do mine, I start with the top right side, and you just got to pull. And I'll show you what the pegs look like after we get done, so you have more of an idea. Anyway, see, so first 2 popped off, third one's gonna pop off, pop that one off, get down, then you're gonna come to the nose, you're gonna pull it off. Now, it's really important that you look at what these holes in the mask look like. Just plain holes. You got 2 right, you got the 2 right there, you got the 2, they're pretty much slits. I don't know why I said holes, but they're slits. So you got 3 slits there on top. Now, the pegs for the lens, they're kind of tapered out the ends are there. That's pretty much where it's going to anchor into your mask. So angle it in, pop, and once you get it angled in there, it's not just going to pop out because you've angled it in, and you've got these sides right here going to clamp on to the mask and not move. And then since you got 7 spots it's going to hold on to, well, actually 14 really if you count 2 sides each, it's not going to go anywhere. This is an older, it's kind of wore out HB pink, so it was pretty easy to do that with. Now the hard part is putting them in. A lot of us have different techniques to do this. Some guys start with the nose because the nose is going to be the hardest part that you're going to do. I think one of my buddies is going to upload a video for us here of his technique of how he does it, and he starts with the nose. And he pretty much manhandles the whole thing because he's more of a man than I am, because I'm going to use a cheating method that I love, the cheating method so much. All right, so what I do is I go back in here, and you got this groove. If you look at see the groove right here, goes all the way around, goes into the ear spot, and you got all in the bottom. So what I do is I make sure this is in the groove first. So I put in the ear grooves first. Ear grooves. You got an ear groove there. You got this ear groove over here. So now it's going to be easier to mess with. It's in place. So I'm going to take this top one here. I'm going to push to the outside so I can get the outside of the ends, and then I'm going to pull it inside. So push outside to get over that one lip. Pull it inside to get over the other lip. And see, it's super easy on this one. I chose this frame because I don't want you guys seeing me struggle when I put together a lens. Push the outside, pull the inside. Push the outside, pull the inside. And like I said, don't be fooled by what I'm doing right now, because this right here is super easy. It's a super malleable frame, which you're not going to get. So whenever you start doing this on your own and you're struggling and your fingers are hurting, that's the process. That's why they came up with the E-Flex and everything, because it's the hardest part of the Proflex, and then the E-Flex just didn't do that great. All right, so then you got those 3 in there. So now it's real secure. Same thing. I'll go down the bottom, out the end. I'll make sure my nose is lined up. That's another thing you want to do. Make sure you're lined up in the groove, because if you don't line yourself up in the groove, you have the potential of pinching the frame behind the lens, and then you're going to damage your frame, and then you're going to be pissed off, and now your brand new Proflex that you bought for $120 that you think is worth $400 isn't going to be worth $400, even though it's not worth $400 in the first place. Anyway, go to this side, out, then in. And let's say, okay, well, this one's going to be a little pain in the ass. Okay, so out, then in, boom, it's in there. All right, the nose. The nose is where you can actually pinch your frame behind the lens a little bit too. So what I do is, this is probably going to be super easy. I'll probably do it with my hand, but I'm going to show you a cheater technique. Okay. So you got it in the groove here. If you have something hard that isn't going to scratch it up, you can use that surface to force the frame to go over the lens, or lens into the frame, whichever one. So what I do is I'll usually use my toolbox over here. So it's a plastic toolbox, and say like this is the edge of the toolbox. I'll just go ahead and push that edge of the toolbox up into the nose, and usually it'll pop onto one side, and then you just use your fingers to push the other side, and then you can do the other side of the other one. So like, for instance, I use this toolbox right here. This lip right here is what I use. So I'll go in here and hopefully you're actually seeing this, because I can't really see because I got the camera backwards. Boom, popped it on. Actually came on, and then I'll go and pop the other one on. Boom. So basically that's how I do it. Hopefully that last part didn't get messed up. I may have to upload a different video for that. But basically what I did was I took that little ledge on the toolbox with a little drawer and just pushed up there to where it would pop up on top of this peg right here. And then it did the whole thing at one time, because this is, like I say, this is easy for you to work with. And then if it goes on that side, then you just come over and push down. And then you come over to the other side, you do the same thing. You push up onto the nose, into the lens, and it'll pop over that ledge, and then you just pop the other ledge. Now, if you're accident prone, or you have something sharp that you're going, like I say, this is the plastic toolbox. It doesn't have sharp edges. I've been using it for a while. It hasn't messed up any of my frames, but you can mess up a frame by doing this, especially if you use like a sharp edge or something. So take that with a grain of salt, how I did it. Like I say, you can try to do it with your fingers, like I did. This one's easy to do. Some people will start with the nose because it's the hardest part to do. Once you get the nose, and you gotta move stuff around and get it in there. It's pretty much the same process. It's just starting differently. And I'm out of the groove a little bit here, so I'm gonna put it back in. All right. So basically, that is how you do the hardest part of the Proflex. And I'll have future videos of how to double strap your Proflex and how to cross strap your Proflex. And then anything else you guys want to see, I may actually do videos of different Proflexes and show them what they are. Stay tuned for future videos. Thank you for watching.